Hello everybody, Cone Dodger here with Captain Blows Chunks All Week Jolo, who's gonna be a little bit hoarse and sounding a little bit more like Cone Dodger this week.
Yes, I look like a horse. No, wait, that's
You,
not right.
you look like a horse, you sound like a horse, you probably are a horse.
I don't know where I want to go with my aerodynamics. Luckily, plenty of time to decide.
Plenty of time to decide here in Q1 at Shanghai, China.
Shanghai.
Oh, of course, now it saved my setup. I hated my setup in practice, so it's like, we'll keep this one.
Last season, I did not like this track. This season, I really like this track.
Like, really?
Eh.
Eh.
You know, it's up there, but it's not up there. It's no Australia.
Terrible track that is.
We'll make the changes you requested. All set.
It's
All
nowhere
set.
near Korea. Holy crap, this car feels so fast for some reason.
I mean, there's only one track that I really love. Monaco.
Now tour to Formula One.
Be careful not to
Outlap,
drive
don't
the
use
white
curse.
line when coming out of the pit, or you'll get a penalty.
Are you really gonna give me a penalty? Is that gonna happen, or are you just saying this?
What?
Going over the white line? I don't know if I've ever actually gotten a penalty for that.
I get, there was one track where I get warnings like every time I come out of the pits.
I guess I'm just more of a gentleman than you.
Probably. I mean, my name does come from something.
Yeah, it's true.
Jolo, YOLO, you get it?
Not much gentlemanly about YOLO.
Nah, YOLO. Botas. We should do most of our talking during qualifying.
Yeah, all of our F1 talk anyway.
Because the races get a lot more serious now.
Definitely
I really wish I had my voice, but
much higher rate of competition now. And
Yeah.
here we go.
considering neither of us have won a race yet.
It's true. I haven't
One of
even,
us does have a podium,
I
but
haven't even gotten a podium. Couple poles.
looks like last season all over again.
Mm-hmm.
I finished 4th here last season after starting from the back.
I do not recall where I finished.
You won last season, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, you won last year.
That's surprising.
You got pole and won. We started on opposite ends of the grid. And both finished in the front.
Well, that was a mischief. Just roll with it. Well, luckily it was the good kind of mischief.
Purple sector 1.
You love saying that, don't you?
I do. It's nice to see purple on the screen. It's just, I get giddy inside. Like, look, I'm fast.
It's because of your hidden love for purple Norples.
Yeah. Hey, that was a big part of my childhood. Oh, God. That's an interesting line to take through that.
These turns are surprisingly slow.
I found a good way to take that double apex. If you nearly spin out before it, the opposite way, you have a good line coming back.
Ah, sounds good.
That snap steer the other way really helps.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
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 Just like Moss's starts in F1. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
What do you mean it's a 90-degree turn? I'm pretty sure I still get the apex even though there's
Yeah.
somebody inside of me.
It's turn 1. No one gets the apex in turn 1.
But it's okay, because I can just, oops, not use URS. I can just blame it on, whoever it is that happens to be there.
I know,
He didn't even, acknowledge that there was any possibility it was his fault for that accident.
I know, it's so weird. It's like when people spin out in front of you, but they go invisible, so you could still drive normally, and then you somehow go off track. It's like that, and then you blame the person that spun out in front of you, and
Well done.
Yeah, I mean...
because you're avoiding something that you can't hit. Clearly,
Well, sometimes you don't realize that your car is suddenly going to be invisible, and that you could have just morphed through another body. It's difficult to put your brain in that kind of situation.
Yeah, I assume for a non-adaptable driver that...
Especially somebody who seems to have a much lower viewpoint on the track than another person. It seems as though their
You
view
keep
is...
punishing me for your hang-ups. I don't understand it.
You mean...
You're using this and that and that, you know. Well, you can use it too. Well, you're using that viewpoint and blah, 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 blah. Well, you can use it too.
I could,
Okay,
but I'm a
how
bigger
about
man
this?
than that.
How about this? Let's let the viewers decide.
Who's a better driver?
No.
Oh.
I think last season explained that. Which viewpoint do you prefer? The cockpit view that Cone Dodger uses, which gives you about 10% visibility of what's actually going on, or the TV pod that I use, which is what it would look like if you were watching an actual race on television.
So, the choice is...
Leave your comments in the section below.
Using the load, pit in with
Or, well, no, because
Do you
Go to
prefer
my
somebody
video.
who is an
if you're at Cone
enthusiast
Dodger's video,
and
go to
loves...
mine and like my video for it.
providing a true simulated experience, or do you like somebody who's trying to make it easier? Who just
Now
got
you're
beat
trying
by
to sway
Weber.
the votes.
I don't even care, Weber. I don't even care.
Yeah, but no one wants a simulated experience to watch.
I think it's more entertaining to watch
It'd be
somebody...
like, man, you know what would be really great if instead of knowing what all's going on in the race of Formula 1 that I'm watching, if I could just, like, look at the steering wheel the entire race. That would be fantastic.
It would be.
Is that a car in front? Oh, I don't... Yeah, I think I
It's
can...
F1, there's
well,
pretty
wait.
much none of that anyway. Well, I'm pitting, so are you done or no?
Oh. I'll pit at the end of this lap.
I'm out of fuel.
watch out for overtake.
I'm starting to buy into your theory that they weight it per season or something. Because it should be Red Bull dominating.
Yeah, and when we did Caterham and Force India, it pretty much was that.
Yeah.
But last season we were Mercedes. But this season it's pretty much been Rosberg and Hamilton at the front both times. Which they weren't
I mean, it could just be coincidence, too.
in their first season. They weren't always at the front. Because Vettel still won that year.
Guess I'm keeping the same.
Fire her up.
Fire her up.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, I'm still winning the teammate challenge.
Oh, yeah. There's that, too.
That podium is the only deal breaker. Because you keep getting fastest laps, and I keep getting
I mean,
outraced.
when it comes to outright speed, I'm dominating. I got fastest laps and pole positions.
Be careful not
You're
to
just
drive
you're just
into
bringing
the
it
line
home.
coming
But when it comes to consistency and overall skill, I well, I think last season speaks for itself.
And then the season before that.
Well, that was Caterham. That's a hard car to get used to.
Oh, so you're like a... You're kind of hard like a Kimi Räikkönen. You can only drive cars that are easy to drive.
I can only drive good cars. I can't take a back marker car. I feel like you should put like closed captioning up every time I talk.
Yeah. Probably so. Nobody really needs to hear
I
what you're
don't
saying
know
anyway.
what. Oh, I'm aerodynamically debating myself.
Aerodynamically debating myself. That is a statement and a half right there.
It's gonna be like 10 minutes of staring at the same screen. You know what? Oh god, it's keep.
One's at a time.
All right, we got plenty of time. Let's set a fast lap on this. We got a long enough session. Let's set a fast lap on this setup, and then I'll try the other setup. What setup am I on? Crap.
Lock them brakes up.
Yeah, I do that a lot here.
I could still use a little bit more bite out of the turns. I don't really know how to accomplish it. Oops.
I have a good idea.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Can't imagine what it is.
Ah!
Not that.
No, it's not that. I feel like when I go back and watch my videos, I go back and I'm like, I'll like scream or do some weird noise like I'm about to fly off track and die.
And it'll look like you're just driving along.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm like 3 inches off the racing line and that's freaking me out.
That was pleasant. Thanks for whoever that was that stopped.
They do that, I don't know why. Like, oh, someone's coming, I'm just gonna stop. But if it was Germany, they wouldn't throw a safety car.
Right.
Of course, now there's all these conspiracy theories going out. Well, it was the German Grand Prix and a
Right.
German team with a German driver was winning. They're not going to bring out a safety car when he's got a 20-second gap. Not like that car wouldn't have a 20-second gap anyway, even if you restarted. Question. How do you feel about standing starts from a safety car?
Disaster?
You think so? I think so.
How are you gonna get turbo cars to be hot in a race, put them in a garage or put them in a line for 5-10 minutes, and try and start them again?
I think it's just going to be, instead of, it's not going to be that, it's going to be they're just going to do parade laps behind the safety car like they normally do.
Mm-hmm.
But when they come around to restart, they'll just stop on grid like it was a parade lap for a race.
I don't think that's how they're gonna do it.
I can't see them doing it any other way.
I
I
can't
mean,
see
like
them
if
doing
there's
it,
a
period.
safety car, it would be the equivalent of a red flag.
Yeah.
No, there's no way they would do that.
Well, either way, it's not gonna work.
No one else does that.
No, nobody else would do that.
I don't know. Even NASCAR doesn't do that.
It's called a standing start
NASCAR
for a
never
reason.
does standing starts anyway, but yeah. It's not called a standing restart. Oh, it will be now.
I mean, they could do what IndyCar does and just have the pace car crash in the rain.
That was so great. So great. How'd you like to be that guy?
Yeah. Never gonna live that one down. Nor should he.
Yeah.
My brother had a good theory on that they probably were using that car for like exhibition laps or something, and they had ABS and stability control and everything off.
Yeah.
Oops! Oh, that ruined this lap.
I keep trying to clear my throat like it's gonna change anything, but there's nothing to clear. Oh god, that's not how you turn that turn.
How do I turn that turn?
Not that way. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go to youtube.com/Jolo plays.
And about 3 days after the video is supposed to be out, you'll see it.
Yeah. Luckily, you'll have time to watch Gold Dodgers, rest for a few days, and then watch mine. And you'll totally forget what happened. Oh god, why are you doing that? Don't go that far off. That's alright. Little grass on the tires. Ah, that lap sucks. You know what? Makes one.
I'm struggling to match their pace, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost in the drop zone now.
Your tires are at a good temperature.
Yeah, I'm right ahead of you.
And I'm in neutral.
But barely ahead of you. Oh. That's not forgiving in this track at all.
No.
Any turn that you would nearly go neutral, you will go the wrong way. Why did I go to first for that turn?
I always go to first that turn. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong.
It's so hard because when I do, like if I do any practice laps or anything like that, or just practice racing playing on my own, I don't have to commentate or anything, so I count my shifts in my head. So I always know what gear I'm in. So when I come up to a turn, I don't have to look down at the steering wheel or the little HUD in the corner. I'm just like, okay, I need to downshift 4 times.
Interesting.
But, ooh, that was a spin.
I don't think I count it. I just kind of go by feel. I am not pitting. Oh, I ruined it last turn. think I may have... Yeah, I picked up a little.
We're up for 7th. Push for 6th.
I'm up to 7th, pushed for 6th.
Currently in the drop zone. Forget setup changes, I just need to get a good lap.
I'm gonna... How much time? Oh, I guess we still have some time left.
Yeah.
Is this a 15-minute session?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 2015-10.
Oh crap, I forgot to put fuel up. That's why it was so slow. Make sure you check your fuel. It does not keep it from session to session.
No, I reset it every time.
Stupid game.
Just have to know how to play the game.
How to play the game, huh? Huh? Always talking smack. Always talking smack. Talk smack right into your gearbox.
Is that you behind me? You're not behind me.
I'll let
I have
you
a
think
feeling
I am.
your purpose this race is to not finish. It's to make sure neither of us do.
It's not that I want to wreck you. I just want to make your life miserable.
Well, I'm already having to do these videos.
Ouch! I'm gonna go get you some Taco Bell.
Oh, that was not
drinking and
corner
driving.
cutting. Technically, all four were still on. Just the center of the car was across the turn.
What?
Oh god, that sucked. It's not gonna be fast enough. Oh god, I might get kicked out this session.
That would be fantastic. You want a good lap?
I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Oh, now I got a few crumbs. Oh god, that's it for me.
Gonna be
I
watching?
don't think I can get around and get.
No. Not unless you're like on pit road right now. Even then.
Yeah. Oh my god.
7-11. I definitely think my streak of poles is coming to an end here. I don't have a 38 in this car.
I hope you get 10th. That sounds bad, but I hope you get 10th. I love how no one's gone out on track, but my qualifying results sheet that I have to look at, the names just keep bouncing around.
Nice.
No one's on track, no one set a time.
There's a couple
But
people
it's
on
just
track,
like
including me.
Alonso went from 1st to 3rd, Vettel went from 4th to 1st, Massa went down a couple. You went from 5th to 10th, back to 5th. Vettel, no thank you.
No, thank you.
Weber, no thank you. Alonso, no thank you. Massa, no thank you. Cone Dodger, no thank. Oh, I guess so. I love how not round the tires are in these views.
Yeah.
It's like they went 2D, or not 2D, like 8-bit for this, the spectator cams. What's the button for the camera? Crap. Is it?
It's Alt F4. Oldest joke in the world. This turn I'm really struggling with. It's my
You can't throttle there. You have to do like a quarter throttle if you want to put any. Usually I just back off until you can start to straighten out. Because if you give it gas while you're trying to do that turn, you're just gonna spin. Wow, you brake late there.
Do I late to Bricka?
Past that 100-meter mark, if I hit the 100-meter mark before I start braking, I'm done. I'm going off.
Shifting as good as I possibly can.
Take that, YouTube viewers.
Oh crap. Didn't help that.
Shout out to whoever's calling you out on bad driving.
Good call, good call.
Seriously, how do I change the cam? F8? Don't hit F9, that's a no-no.
A no-no?
Oh wait, what's... F9's my record button.
Oh. Don't hit that then.
Yeah. I had one, where I kept hitting it thinking that was the camera button. It's like, dang it, it's not working. And then I have like 8 recordings. Oh man. Sent a tribute helmet. Oh, this one looks. It's not really a new view. It's not really one I've seen before though.
I think there's one that's like kind of a 3/4 suspension
Yeah.
cam.
No, there's one that's like halfway between between a dash cam and the TV pod.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just like a foot in front of where the driver's face would be.
Huh.
So it's kind of a weird top down. All you can see is the nose. But you're looking like downward onto the nose.
Well, there's Vettel.
Funny story for your video.
Yeah.
Pardon me. The World Cup we know just happened. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I might get a copyright problem from
Yeah.
FIFA.
Just using the word World Cup.
That national soccer thingy that happened, or football.
Mm-hmm.
The USA played Belgium and got knocked out, but that happened, and they were playing while I was at work. And we have 2 computers in the shop for logging on and off of tickets, but they have internet access. So I decided to go to ESPN and use their Watch ESPN thing and watch the game while we were working, because we have a speaker. We can just hook the speaker up and play it through the shop. So when it got slow, we would all walk over. Actually, the game went to overtime, or extra minutes, I think is what they call it. So we were there in like an hour after work watching it. But the other day, the computer like started freezing up and locking up. So our IT department came and took the computer, and they brought it back a couple days ago. And they were like, yeah, it just got a virus on the computer. Apparently someone wanted to watch some soccer, and that got a virus on the computer that locked it up. And like in the funniest uniformity, everyone stops and turns and looks at me.
It was that guy.
Yeah, so Saturday when I had to work, yesterday, for the qualifying for the German Grand Prix, I don't like missing things like qualifying or races or anything Formula 1 related. So I put it on the shop, that same computer, and played it like super loud.
Getting
The
more.
guy that I work with wasn't too thrilled about it, but I was like, look, it's Formula 1. Just get over it. That's me. Formula 1's me. That's my thing.
It's me.
It's my thing. So, yeah, funny story there.
Haha.
He really didn't understand when I got so upset when I saw Hamilton crash. I was like, no! I was like, what? I'm like, Hamilton just crashed. It's like, Rosberg's gonna win. Because that pretty much seals it.
Yeah. Especially in Germany.
But, 20th to 3rd, not bad. That was a very great race, though.
It was.
Since we could talk about that, since you're just trying to drive and all.
Well, I'm pitting this lap. I'm done.
Oh,
I'm out of fuel.
so I guess we'll save it for...
Save it for the
P4?
race.
Yeah, we'll save it for the race.
Retire. P4. Not terrible.
Oh, Vettel, Hamilton, Alonso,
They have got some serious speed.
that
here,
American
though.
guy.
That American guy. I don't see my teammate anywhere on this page. It's weird.
Yeah, you have to go back a session.
Ah.
He got first of the worst.
Well, you're not the worst. You're the first of the.
Yeah, but that is all right because I make good starts, and turn 1 here you can pass the entire field. So, stay tuned for the race.
Oh yeah.